Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at Etrailer.com. Today we're taking a look at the Taylor-Made electronics storage box. So this is designed to go on your T-top for your boat and be the place that you house all your electronics, so things like your radio, stereo system, some other controls, and things like that on your T-top. Now this is going to be kind of an alternative to custom-made boxes. It should fit a wide variety of different tops. It does have a 27-inch width, and then it's about 23.5 inches long. I'll give you some more specific measurements in a minute, or kind of towards the end of the video, so you can see exactly what it's going to fit. But that's going to fit most of your T-tops out there. Maybe not everybody will be able to fit with that, but should give you a pretty good range to fit with a lot of different stuff. It does not come with any hardware to mount this up, and that's one thing that I think is kind of a bummer with this piece, is that you do have to pick up your own hardware. Since it does fit a wide variety of tops, it kind of makes sense that they would leave it up to you as far as getting the hardware that you want that's going to work out best. They suggest that you get either U-bolts or bolts, and they want you to use 5/16 inch hardware for that to make sure that you have a good secure hold, and to get 4 U-bolts or 4 bolts so that you have a contact point at each corner of the box. It's a pretty simple design. It doesn't have any pre-drilled holes, so you will have to do some drilling into the material. And they don't list what it's made out of, but it feels kind of like maybe a fiberglass. So it looks really nice, but it is a little bit fragile. And so whenever you're drilling into this, you'll want to be careful with that as well. It is lockable, and it comes with 2 keys to lock the little handle. It's just this little ring release lever, so you can open that up, and then it has a gas strut to open that up and keep it open whenever you want to just have an easy access to get into that opening. Use any of your items up there in the top, stays open, it's not going to fall down on you, and then whenever you're done or you're docked, you can close it up and lock it with the included locks or included keys. It's just a small quarter turn to lock that in place. It almost looks like a bolt inside there. It's a very fine tooth kind of star bolt, but that just prevents the little lever from coming out all the way and locks it in place. As far as the size, unlock this again and we can take a look at it. So if we open that up, our interior opening here, it's about 22.5 inches wide at the lower portion. It's kind of tapered towards the top. It gets a bit bigger. And here at the top of that opening, it's about 24 inches wide. From top to bottom, our opening is just about 8 inches, so it should be good enough to get in there, make any adjustments. The space going back into that storage box is about 20 inches. It starts to kind of go up at an angle, so you have about 20 inches of flat space before it starts to kind of turn upward. The width inside there is going to be a bit wider, so that's going to be about 24 inches inside. If we close that down, outside dimensions, out here at the top, about 27 inches long, or excuse me, about 27 inches wide. Front to back at the longest point, it's about 23.75 inches. And then the total height is just about 11 inches. So it's kind of hard to measure because it's sort of this trapezoid shape. So it does taper towards the back. It kind of tapers upward like this. So there's a couple different angles for it. But I hope that those measurements give you an idea of sort of how this is shaped and if it's going to work out for you. Again, to get the hardware installed, you will have to drill some holes. You want to take your time with that. It is going to need to have some sealant there for that hardware to go in to make sure that it is watertight, but once you have that, should be pretty much good to go. The lip around the opening here is I think it's about a 1/2 inch all the way around. So that should do a pretty good job of making sure that no water is going to get in there. But there isn't any kind of gasket or sealant there. So if you want something that's really going to be watertight, you might add a gasket around the edge. That would maybe be something I do. But if you're not going to be out there on any really high waves and things like that, might not be anything that you need to worry about. Overall, I think it looks nice. It is made in the USA. Have that locking option, so should be a good addition to your boat to keep all those electronics safe and contained. But I hope this video has been helpful in deciding if this is going to be the right part for you, and that's going to do it for our look at the Taylor Made electronics storage box. Thanks for watching.